All right, we are here for another episode of
Nightlife.
Real Spots.
Real talk. Always a vibe.
And this week we are going to Los Angeles and we are going to Cosom. We are going to let you know if it's a night or
nah.
But before we do, it's important that I let you know you can join our email list. Make sure to click on the link in our bio so that you can get all the dope spots, deals, discounts, all things nightlife. So make sure you join our nightlife email list today. All right. So let's introduce ourselves. I am Amber.
I'm Shadon.
And we are the Knights.
Because it's always a vibe.
Nightlife, always a vibe. And as mentioned, we are going to Los Angeles to talk about Cosom.
Cosom, yes.
You see, we have our jerseys on, rooting for our team.
You know, Buck Life.
Yeah. So what's your team?
Well, as you can see, if we're talking about NFL, we're going to talk about Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Goes way back, 95. So yeah, been on this boat for a long time. For those who be like, oh, you're from L.A., you're from out here, how you liking this team? So we go way back. I'll tell you that story later down the road. And then our second team for us NBA is what?
Lake Show. You already know. Yes. We even put the purple lights on today, y'all.
Catch the vibe.
We got that purple and gold going for the Lake Show.
Yes. And then, I'm not really a baseball fan. Like, I used to like players, but they all retired. But, I guess we'll rock with them Dodgers.
We are rocking with the Dodgers.
Yeah, they just won.
All the way.
They just won the champion. So, yay.
We are rocking with the Dodgers. So we're talking about sports. Why are we talking about sports?
We are talking about sports because the Cosom.
The Cosom.
The Cosom.
Is it the Cosom or just Cosom?
It might be Cosom.
It's just Cosom.
We'll have to check that.
All right. So everybody loves cheering on their favorite team. So we found a dope spot.
Yes.
I think it's pretty dope.
It is.
Am I giving away the verdict? No, because while I thought it was dope, there's some other things that I'm going to let you know about. But who doesn't love cheering on their team being right there in the center of the action?
Center of the action, like live, right there. Like you can reach out and touch somebody. That's what it felt like. That's what it really did feel like. But before we go into the whole Cosom, let's do a little backstory of how all this came about.
Okay.
So, and here it goes. It all started where Amber, my wife, yay, she was like, oh, I have this place that, I want to take you, but I don't want to tell you. And
I'm always trying to surprise him, right? It's just more fun. You should like that.
Yes. I like that so much. But she was like, yeah, it's we're going to go see a play. So I'm like, a play?
Yeah.
Really? A play. So I was like, oh.
I'm trying to have him expand his horizons. Be a little more cultured.
Yes. Cultured. Yes. Yeah. A little bit of seasoning. But she was like, okay, we're going to see this play, but I don't want to tell you where it's at. And then, I'm like, what is this? Where are we going? No, I need more information.
I'm like, just come on. Just go.
So we end up getting there. So there was no line. Was there a line? No, there was no line.
No, I don't.
And so I was like, we get there. I'm like, what is this place? Like, this doesn't look like where a play is about to happen. This does not look like a play. Got a little bar, bunch of lights, got a bunch of TVs. I'm like, this ain't no play. So we walk in and there's these stairs that go up, and then downstairs is a floor where I guess some more seating is, and there's this big old screen. Like, you really have to, I don't see how people sit down there when they're watching something because it's like dead on. But that's the screen of the Cosom. And again, I thought we were going to see a play. I'm thinking like, people real life coming in and doing their play stuff. Turns out it's a recording of a play we already saw. What was that, in Vegas?
We did. We saw, it was O.
Yeah, Vegas. So I'm like, this ain't no play. So it just had me all thrown off. And then like after the play, they show like what it would be like watching a concert, watching a game, and watching all these different stuff. So I was like, oh, this is pretty cool. So what are your thoughts when we went to Cosom and when we entered and walked in?
I actually really liked it. So when you first walk into Cosom, they have the downstairs area. And this is your general seating area where it's a lot less to be able to see the games, and they have different games playing on different screens, so you get to see different sports games playing. There's a bar down in that area. There's some nice white couches and seating area. So that is the general seating area. And then when you go upstairs or also downstairs, you can enter the main seating area, and that is the auditorium. And really what Cosom does is takes you into the action. You literally feel like you're sitting front row at a game. It was pretty dope, and it's also pretty cool because you get to see different angles. So we went to go see the Lake show, and it was when the Lakers were playing Golden State. So it was actually two teams that I enjoy watching. We saw a doubleheader that day. Mm-hmm. And it just seemed like you're right there in the actions. The players are right in front of you. It's live. The crowd around you is live. So to me, it felt like I was sitting right there in the crowd, in the audience.
Yes. So going back to them camera angles, like if you were to take a picture with your phone of the screen and take a picture and send it to somebody,
it looked like you were right there.
They'd be like, oh man, you got front row seats at the game? Like, yeah. But no. But it really gives you that visual effect of like being at the game.
Right.
Being there, seeing the players, seeing that little sweat and all like stuff like that. It was very good. So you could tell they got some good quality cameras for that.
Yeah, definitely.
I wonder how much that costs for them to do that.
It was probably a lot. What was really nice is when we went upstairs, they also have a rooftop. I feel like we really love us a rooftop, but they have games out there where you could play, such as Jenga. There's a bar, there's a nice seating area, there's lights. And what's really nice is Cosom is right across from SoFi Stadium. Mm-hmm. So actually, when we went to go see Tampa Bay play live, we went over to Cosom and we went into the general seating area. And not only that, not too far away, you can also see the Clippers play mm-hmm. at the Intuit Dome right around the corner. So in that area, there's a lot happening. It's actually pretty cool.
Going back to how you said the two stadiums. So mm-hmm. at night, especially the Intuit Dome, it is very well lit up. So it has a nice little color scheme going around at the stadium, and then right to the other side you have the SoFi Stadium. So it's a cool vibe. It gives a cool vibe up on the rooftop.
Yeah. So we went for a double header, and in between we did have an opportunity to go up to the to the rooftop. However, this is one thing. We went to a double header, and so we ordered food, and we're going to get to the food. But one thing that I did not necessarily appreciate, when we went after one game, our server came chasing after us, and I was like, what is the problem? Mm-hmm. And she was like, oh, you guys didn't pay for your meal. And I'm like, girl, we are not leaving. We're here for a double header. Oh, well, we didn't know. So that part I didn't appreciate. However, I will give this to them. The manager hooked it up, and we did get credit to return. So, mm-hmm. But I wasn't feeling that. I don't like that.
So, for some reason, we go to places when they first start doing things.
It is true.
So that was their first time ever doing that, doing a double header or that type of event. So there were some mix-ups and some stuff that was happening as they had a new team. So it was just part of their process of learning as they're going, as they're introducing stuff. So we haven't been back since then to see of how the flow and how everything is now with all the events that they do have there. But we keep on because we know we got that what they give us credit. So we got to go use that, baller on a budget. So what'd you think of the food?
The food was decent. I don't remember it necessarily standing out. There were some nachos that were pretty good. It's good food for the event. You don't necessarily go for the food. You go for the sports and the experience, but the food it was decent.
Just decent, she says. I would have to agree with you on that. The food was just whatever, but I'm not a foodie. But they did have this cookie.
Oh boy, the cookie.
This cookie was fire.
He likes desserts.
It was fire. So the first time when we went to go see the play, we brought the family, and they got a kids meal, and they had a cookie. And
he ate the kids' cookie, y'all.
You know, I didn't. They wanted me to have it because they love me so much. So this cookie was very good. So the next time when we come back at the Tampa Bay game and at the Laker game, I asked for that cookie, and they're like, "No, you can't buy that. You can't buy that cookie. Like, it only comes with the kids' meal." I was like, "Man, that makes no sense." Okay, but can I pay for that cookie still? No. You can't pay for the cookie. So I had to order a kid's meal just to get the cookie.
And I was like, really? But hey, I guess.
That cookie is good. It's up there. It's up there.
Remember, we said he likes him some dessert, so he liked the cookie.
Yes, I do. So that brings us to the drinks. We had a couple of drinks. They were nothing spectacular. They weren't like, oh, these are super good, and they weren't like super nasty. So
they were decent, yeah.
They were all right.
Again, I think you go for the experience of Cosom to cheer on your sports team. The drinks were good. It was good drinks.
Yeah, and the atmosphere was good. You know, you got the high energy because you got people going for this team and that team, especially when it's a good game. So it was like you were literally at the game. It was like a blend of like you're at the game, but you're at home too at the same time, but you have somebody bringing you food too at home. Yeah. So it's like an in-between vibe right there.
That's a good way to explain it.
Yeah.
I think that's a good way to explain it. It's exciting because you're in there, you're cheering for your team, and you feel like you're right there in the middle of the action. We went 3 different times, though. The first time was for the play, and the only reason why I went to the play was, one, to take the family and to just get a feel for it. And that's as he was mentioning. And then after that, we went and we saw the Buccaneers play. And then we also went to go see the Lakers versus Golden State. And I would go again. They have different sports events. So it's not just basketball and football. They also do MMA fighting, if you're into that. They do college sports. There's plays. There's different events that they have. So I would go back again to see another event.
I wonder if they ever like do a concert there. You know, people like perform and then they stream it.
Oh, maybe that would be a good idea.
That'd be pretty cool too at the same time. About the bathrooms, you know, that's kind of a big deal too. The bathrooms were clean, had a nice looking bathroom. I think it was like a marble tint that they were going with. It was a decent bathroom. Nothing spectacular. They didn't have no good paper towels. They were just regular paper towels. So the bathrooms overall is just gets a okay for me.
Yeah, they were clean though. They were nice.
Yeah. So there's 2 levels, right? There's a bottom level and a top level.
There's 3 levels. So first off, you have your general admission. Right? You have your general admission, and that's standing area, and that's also in the area where you could watch the screens. But then inside Cosom for the main auditorium, there's 3 different levels. So you have the first level, which literally like screen face, and then you have the middle level. I honestly would recommend the middle level because it's not too close, but it's not too far. Do you know how it is at the movies when you're sitting in the front row and you are looking up? I feel like if you were to be in the very front, that's where it would feel like.
The bottom?
Yeah.
The first floor?
Yeah, the first level. And then the second level, I feel like is the sweet spot because it's right in the middle and is a good distance from the screen. And then there's the third level, which actually is really nice too. So I would recommend 2 or 3. If I remember correctly, the first level was a little more expensive and then it got a little bit less as you went back. But I would recommend when you go to check out a seating in the middle level. Something else though about the seating is based off where you're sitting, you could be sitting with other people in your area. So if you're not one who likes to be close, just something to keep in mind.
Yes, literally. So it's a section.
It's a section. Yeah,
And
a sectional.
when you were talking about the first row, first level, that's like sections in front of you, not so much the first level of the floor. The first level of the floor, it feels like you're looking up. That's what you were talking about. And then the middle of the row, middle of the second level, that's where we sat. So it's like a big old long couch. It's a big old long couch, and they have it in sections. So it's like, what was it, like 3 to 4 people?
Yes, yeah.
So there is no like divider or anything. So say that this line or in between us is the end of a section, but we could be sitting close to close and bumping arms at the same time.
Yeah.
So keep that in mind when you do go and purchase your ticket, because we didn't know that. So people were kind of close, and I'm like,
no, but not for us, because we got a section. So if it was 4 of us, we got where it was 4 of us.
yes.
But you can. So when we went, we didn't sit by anybody. But you can, if it's a bigger sectional and it's broken off in 2, it is possible that in your sectional that you can have somebody next to you.
Yes.
But we ordered like 4 seats, so it was our 4, and then even with the 2, so they do have exactly. But there are some areas where you would possibly be sitting by somebody else, a different party.
Yeah, you probably bump arms, like literally. You're that close. Yeah. And then like the tables, so they're like little sectional tables, like with the couches that like separate 4 little squares. So that was kind of different, trying to eat your food and put your plates there too. So kind of a little wobbly, I would say. Yeah,
the tables were different because they could stand vertically or you can turn them on their side. But again, you go there for the experience, and that is what...
that's what you're going to get. You're going to get the experience for sure.
Yeah, it's somewhere I would say that you should check out at least once. I think it would be an enjoyable experience.
Yes, and I would also say, like, if you want to get that front row experience and not pay as much as it does to be in front row, you will go for that. So I would go more to the Cosom just for that experience or two at the same time.
Yeah, definitely. All right. So we've talked about Cosom.
We sure did.
But is it a night?
Or no?
Or nah? What do you say? You go first this time.
Oh, you want me to go first? Let me think about it. So one thing they did have was a good cookie. So that puts that up there. Overall appeal is good visually. It's good visually. You'll catch the vibe that they're setting right off the back when you enter in there. Good lighting, good visuals around the stadium. As far as the food was like 6, 7. But that was funny. 6, 7. Okay. So as far as the food, it was like so. I'm not a big foodie, so I give it mid. So my overall take of it, I would say it's a night. Okay. It's a night.
It's a night.
It is a vibe right there. It is a vibe.
It is a vibe.
What about you? What's your take?
Okay, so I had a good time. I feel like I gave it away because look, we went 3 times. So, but however, we talked about service a lot. That is something big for us, and that is probably the one thing that I wasn't really feeling, because I feel like on 2 of the different occasions there was something. Remember, I got to know the manager a little bit, and he did give us the credit to return. But there were 2 different occasions that we went where it was something with the service. As I mentioned, one of them, when the lady came chasing us down as we went upstairs, going to go record and just enjoy the rooftop, talking about your bill. And I'm like, what do you mean? We haven't even left. So I did not like that. However, the place, the experience, I had a good time. despite those two incidents, and because everyone's not going to experience that. And that is something that I always consider, is that maybe that was our experience, and I don't expect everyone if it was something happening constantly, but I think that was just my experience. Hopefully they learned from that. And as you mentioned, that was their first time doing a doubleheader, so maybe they have a better process if people are staying for one game or event to the next. But overall, I did have a good time. I plan on going back. So
wait. Before you give yours,
yeah,
when you talked about the service, yes, that was the waiter's mistake of how she handled or went through the whole thing. But what do you think about what the manager did? That's a provided service too at the same time. So adding what they did and how he responded to you and how he, let you talk, what would you give their service?
Their service, I think, was good.
So that the manager's overall with you didn't change? I don't know if I'm trying to say, like, yes, we had a bad experience with the waitress part of service. We had a bad experience with the waiting part of the situation. But I think, I'm just going to say, as for me, how the manager came out and acted and how he was very personal too at the same time, I would like discard that little mess up. But yeah, that's just my 2 pieces. So go ahead.
All right. So I would give it a night.
Oh, yay. A night at the Cosom.
Yes, it is a night for me. I mentioned this already, but I think it's somewhere to try at least once. We've been a few times. 3 times. And I would definitely go again. Let's see, when Super Bowl was happening, I was looking at tickets. They were a little bit more than regular. So it's somewhere I definitely say check out. So it's a night for me.
So what do they get? They get the what? The stamp of approval from the Nightlife Vibe.
Nightlife certified.
So again, we're not down here with that letter grade when you go see if their food's good, A or B or C. We're above that because it's the overall vibe itself. The food, the service, the dessert, the atmosphere.
Yes,
so
all of it.
Cosom gets that certified stamp because it provided a lot of good things there that we like. So that's why they get that certified stamp.
Yes, they do. All right. So now we have Cosom, and they have been Nightlife certified. So Cosom, we have a little certificate coming your way. So make sure to look for that. And speaking of coming your way, if you join our Nightlife email list, we are going to have a special discount code coming your way as well. So be sure to join the Nightlife email list. Now, where are we going to go to next?
I think we should go somewhere closer.
We will go somewhere. You have any suggestions for where we should go? Feel free to drop them down below and we might just check it out because this is Nightlife. Real spots?
Real talk. Always a vibe.
See you at the next location.